Eastaugh from the boutique tax firm Regan and Rooy. I specialise in helping clients with tax issues in Africa. Now, we all know that doing business in Africa brings a multitude of problems, and some of those problems are tax or tax related. I'm a specialist in tax problems across Africa and helping clients to resolve and deal with those, and always happy to talk to people about that. Now, in particular, I said I was going to talk about a health check. Now, what is a health check? Tax health check. This is a review by somebody external of your tax affairs in a country or a range of countries to see what is going on. Are you in compliance with the law? Do you fully understand the law? That could range from basic things like have returns been filed up to is there some nasty risk of something you're not understanding and not doing properly? And it's not just income tax. My general comment to people is quite often the company's income tax is the least of the problems because that gets some attention generally during audit, etc. But the big issues often come up in pay as you earn, withholding tax, VAT. I've seen issues with excise duty and stamp duty and you name it tax. So it can be a very wide-ranging thing. So there is a benefit, I think, in having somebody external look at it, other than just taking the assurance of your local staff or your local tax consultant saying, oh, well, everything's good. It may or may not be. Have you even got records of it? So it'll start from the basic, have returns been filed, through to reviewing the various steps of making sure that the right information has been disclosed at the right time and that the liabilities are understood, that hopefully there'll be no nasty issues coming out of it. Now, we wouldn't normally do transfer pricing in such a review. That's a specialist area, but we would say, look, the law requires you to have done a certain amount of documentation for TP and have you got it in place? If not, we'll tell you. If you have, we'll tell you you've got it. So it's much more focused, I think, on the other elements of tax, but I think it can be a very useful tool for making sure you've got some assurance that things are going well, or if they're not, that you've got early warning that they're not going so well and there's something needs to be done, and then identifying what that something is, whether it's filing something or catching up with compliance or changing the basis on which something is done. Laws change quite frequently. They don't always get reported that widely, and there can be traps for the unwary there. Now, we have expertise in many countries across Africa, sub-Saharan Africa, that is to say, and have dealt with compliance issues and planning issues across the continent and have an ability to help identify your problems and hopefully nip them in the bud early. So we're always willing to help to talk to people about running health checks. I think in the days of electronic records, these are much easier to do from a central point rather than having to hire somebody in each country to look through parts of pieces of paper. So we can happily help and come up with a proposal to do this, and always willing to help to talk to people about how we can check and bring peace of mind and reassurance to you. So that in essence is what a health check will do. And yeah, please reach out to us if you would like to talk further.